On this episode of Around the House, we start getting the yard ready for spring. Tiny volunteers show up to give Manuel a helping hand. Then some funny surprises and some fun parenting moments. Later things get rolling in the kitchen as we share our favorite fruit pizza recipe and a Mexican pizza recipe that's sure to please. We are excited because we have somebody at our house right now tuning our piano. Now that piano hasn't been tuned since I was a little kid, like way back in the we don't need to tell that. Anyways, it's been a long time, and my mom gave the piano to my sister, and it was at her home for a few years, and then she gave it to me, and my kids have been taking lessons for a few years. They love it. She's excited because she'll get to start taking lessons this fall, huh? When you turn how old, do you know? 7. So we're so excited because we're gonna start offering word choir to practice at our home starting this Sunday. We've never been able to let anyone use our piano because some of the keys didn't even work. So now our piano's up and running, good to go, and we're gonna just do some awesome things with it. So we just finished choir practice. We're doing a really neat number tomorrow, and our pianist is amazing. She's my neighbor, and she is so awesome, and I wanted to show you guys her son. He is in this band, Beyond 5, and maybe you've heard of them. They have some really, really awesome music out, so I just wanted to put in a little plug for their band and say if you haven't checked them out, you totally need to. So go to YouTube or Google their band, check it out, you'll love it. And her son right now is awesome. He is on a mission right now, the China-Hong Kong mission, and from what I hear, he is having a wonderful time. He is doing fabulous work there, and she couldn't be more proud of her son. So we just wanted to put in a plug for them and check them out, you guys. Awesome. So Camry fell asleep. She falls asleep in the funniest places. She falls asleep in the most unusual places, in the most unusual positions, and I want to share with you today where she fell asleep. She fell asleep listening to Christian worship music, and it looks like she's praying to a radio. She was listening to this Christian worship music, and looks like she's in a prayer position, and yeah, that girl cracks me up. She is the funniest little thing that you've ever seen. So there you go, just wanted to share. Wake up.
He was snoring. He was like,
Go back to sleep, honey. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. I know. Lay down, Bubba's. Lay down. Lay down. Shh, it's okay.
How's your binky? Lay down. Lay down.
So we haven't had dinner yet. I mean, it's still pretty early outside, and this is what happens when you don't take a nap. Yes, it looks all peaceful and beautiful and quiet. But the real truth is, just 30 minutes ago, he was having a non-stop tantrum that lasted 2 hours. And all that energy wore him out, and now he's ready for bed, and it's dinner time. Okay, so we are making a fruit pizza for choir practice tomorrow morning because we're going to start hosting choir practice at our house. So to surprise everybody and get more people coming, we're going to start offering tasty brunches every Sunday morning. So, right after choir. So here's the fruit pizza we're making.
It will be served right up at the wet park.
I've made this fruit pizza before and it's so easy, so we're going to show you how to make it. Okay, you can just take 8 ounces of cream cheese, a 1/3 cup of sugar, pour it in, and just go ahead and mix that up. Now, because we're making a big fruit pizza, and I always like a little extra cream cheese, we've added 16 ounces of cream cheese. So we're just going to kind of double ours, but certainly you don't need that much on your fruit pizza. So just 8 ounces of cream cheese, a 1/3 cup of sugar, and 2 tablespoons of vanilla.
Mom, it showed up half.
And 2 teaspoons of vanilla. We're just going to double ours a little bit.
Okay.
That's good. Okay, go ahead and just mix that really, really good. Okay, so you're just going to roll out your cookie dough, and we are going to fill this entire space with cookie. It's going to be one giant cookie. It's going to be awesome. Okay, and for your cookie dough, you can make yours homemade if you have the time, but we just buy the refrigerated Pillsbury sugar cookie dough. So just get yourself, if you're making this size, you're going to want 2 of these. So we're just doubling this entire recipe. But for a smaller fruit pizza, you can just use 1. But we're making ours pretty big because we got to feed a lot of people. Okay, we forgot to buy 2 rolls of the sugar cookie dough. So we actually had to make a second batch from scratch. So this is semi-homemade right here. This is going to be good stuff. That is 1 batch of fluffy, moist, soft cookie dough. It's going to be so good.
No.
Okay, we're just going to go ahead and do some orange zest in here and some lemon zest. And just little goes a long way, but I just like it really citrusy. You guys, it's so funny. I do not own a KitchenAid. Can you believe it? All these years, I'm still using one of these handheld mixers. So it's definitely on my Christmas list. I hope Santa brings me a KitchenAid this year. Okay. One little tip. If you decide to make one giant round cookie like we have done, you're going to want to line your oven with tin foil because the cookie runs off the side and drips down into the bottom of the oven and it will burn. Your smoke alarms will go off. So line your oven with foil. Otherwise, if that's a lot of work, you can always just put it and contain it on a cookie sheet. So you can do a rectangular pizza. But anyways, you just want to bake it at 350 for about 15 minutes, just depending on how soft or hard you want your cookie. Okay, you're just going to go ahead and spread it real good on your cookie. And just an added little tip, if you bake the giant cookie, you're going to want to trim off the sides because the cookie bakes over. So I just take a knife and cut clean around the edges. And you're going to want to cool the cookie for at least 20 minutes before you frost it. And it's best if you can put it in your fridge and really cool it down so it doesn't melt the frosting. And then when you put it on, I recommend doing little scoops all over and spreading them, because if you just put one giant scoop on, it's going to sink the center of your cookie because it's so soft and the frosting's so heavy. So those are my tips. Okay, so we finished the fruit pizza last night. It's all ready to go. House is ready for choir practice. We're good to go. So I'm going to show you what we did just a little trick. If you decide to make the big cookie like this, you're going to want to trim off the edges with a knife. Just trim off the edges because the cookie will bake around the side and kind of hang over the edge. So just take a knife and just cut it clean. And then what you're going to do is arrange your fruit on top of the frosting. Just make a nice pretty pattern. And then you're going to take a jar of marmalade, melt it in the microwave in a bowl, and just spoon or pour that glaze over the top of your fruit, and you're good to go. So there you have it, your yummy fruit pizza, which is a great addition for spring. People will love it. So we have our monkey bread, our pumpkin cobbler bread, our fruit pizza, and of course, what breakfast or brunch is complete without chocolate milk? Am I right, kids?
Yeah.
Chocolate milk all the way. Heck yeah.
I want to drink that chocolate milk.
This is probably the cleanest our basement and our entire house has been in a super long time. Amazing.
I'm going to sit up here.
It's so clean that the kids actually want to spend time in it. You actually want to be in the house, huh? Because it's so clean. Okay, I don't know when the next time our house is going to be this clean again. Do you? Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's clean. I mean, even the floors are clean. That in itself is incredible.
54, they're almost going to be here. 7:50.
Show me. Go help Daddy. Oh, that looks frozen. How's that coming along? Slow? Kind of wish you had a crew. When do you think you'll be done? Tonight? Like without any breaks? Okay, let me show you what he's been doing around here because it's a lot of work. So our flower beds just need to be filled in again. We filled them in once. We've only done it once, and it's been how many years? About 4 or 5 years, which is a long time when you have really dark mulch. So it was looking kind of gray, and we like it really dark chocolate, almost black. So he just ordered a fresh pile, and he's gonna spend his day. He took the last 2 days off so he could get this done, so hopefully he can get it done. It rained yesterday, and today it's a nice sunny day, but it's cold. But it's gonna look really nice when he's all done, so we're excited. Let's go see what Daddy's been doing. Show Mommy what Daddy did over here. Tatum, come show Mommy. Can you show Mommy? Oh, it smells good. So I love the smell of fresh bark. It smells so good, especially when there's moisture on the ground, it's wet outside. It just smells really earthy. I love it. It's looking good. He's really sad because it's way past his nap time. pretty sad. I don't think I've ever seen him that distraught before, so I think it's time to get him down for his nap. Yeah? Ready to go night-night? Okay. Such a hard worker. So he takes 2 days off of work, not to actually have a break, but to do yard work. So, oh, he is overworked, let me tell ya. More. So cute. Okay, so we have, what we like to get is the chicken bacon artichoke pizza at Papa Murphy's, but we like to switch out the chicken with steak. And we do the thin crust. It's so yummy. Then we have the barbecue chicken pizza from Papa John's. So we got to do both Papas. Papa Murphy and Papa John's. Got to do both. And they put pineapple. The lady there said, she suggested putting pineapple on it. She said it's really good. So we're going to try that tonight. I've never had a pineapple chicken barbecue pizza, but I think it sounds amazing. So, okay, who's excited to watch the movie, guys? BFG. Okay, we have never seen The Big Friendly Giant. Can you believe it? You saw it.
I've read the book.
You read the book? The Big Fat Giant? Yeah. Well, whatever it's called, we haven't seen it. So, we're getting rid of all this mint. The mint has overtaken our garden boxes, and we're redoing our garden boxes this year. And one recommendation I can with certainty make is never plant your herbs in these giant garden boxes. Save your herbs for pots like over there where they can be contained. Because as you can see, these herbs have come up through the ground and they're everywhere. They're even in the gravel. So, on the bright side, this is a really good workout. Okay, it's movie night, so I'm making dinner, and tonight, off the top of my head, I thought I would make Mexican pizzas, which is basically my version of a glorified quesadilla. I'm totally just making this up as I go, finding stuff I have in my fridge, but I think it's going to be pretty tasty. I got this cilantro paste, so I'm going to go ahead and just put some of that on each of these. I have a sour cream base, and I'm just going to go ahead and stir that in. Just blend it real nice like that. It's going to be so good. Some shredded sharp cheddar. And then just place another fresh tortilla on top. Just sandwich it right in the middle. You got to sandwich everything inside. Okay, then I add some diced up peppers, diced onions, and then some extra cheddar cheese and Monterey Jack cheese. And of course, this is the place where you could also add your favorite meat on top. Just basically top it like you would your favorite pizza. But of course, I'm keeping mine Mexican flavored. How cute is that? While I'm making dinner, those two are outside playing together so sweetly on the trampoline. That makes me happy. And while it's in the oven, check out the storm. We have just this interesting pattern of weather, and supposedly tonight, it's gorgeous actually. Supposedly tonight there's like a high wind warning, so one of the neighbors suggested that we bring in our garbage cans. Last time we had one of those high wind warnings, well, it came without warning. Our garbage cans were all at the end of the street. None of them were marked, so we had that fun task of guessing which garbage can belong to which neighbor. So I think we learned from last time. I made some fresh guacamole and I just put in mine, I love it to be lemony, so I put in lemon juice. Actually, this one has lime juice, sea salt, pepper, smoked paprika, and chili powder, and of course garlic. And I just mix that up and it makes the best guacamole ever. And for drinks tonight to go with our Mexican pizzas, the kids picked out passion fruit and mango twist juice. Yum! And we're just going to do a side of spinach salad with this cilantro lighthouse dressing. It's just real creamy and full of flavor, and it's going to be so tasty. So tasty, but not very low on calories, unfortunately. And because it's movie night, and of course to make the kids happy, we are definitely not keeping it healthy. We're going to put a side of these Choritos. These get all over your fingers and they dye your skin red, and then you have like red fingernails for weeks. But because it's Friday night and we're watching a movie, totally goes with the whole movie snack theme. So it's gonna be fun. Okay, you guys, this is totally bubbling. It's full of cheese, and I'm just gonna spread my guacamole around the edges. So I've got a nice decorative display of yummy quesadilla pizza goodness. Okay, and just cut it right down like a pizza into fours. Okay, and then you just place your pizza on the plate, add a dollop of sour cream, serve it with your favorite salsa. I'm using a local brand that we really like. And then of course you gotta have your favorite hot sauces and just go to town. We're excited to try our pizza, aren't we? Oh my gosh, we seriously are starving. Let's eat.